My name is Mike Felton. I come clean from Chicago, Illinois. I know it's hard for some of you to believe that anyone comes clean from Chicago, Illinois, but I do my best. City of the big shoulders, tool maker, stacker of wheat, hog butcher of the world. Yeah, the Chicago I grew up in was a very, very different place than what you see now. We used to wake up in the morning with the smell of those steel mills rolling across the city. Then a little while later, the Union Stockyards would start their business, and a different kind of odor rolled across. It got into your nostrils, got into your throat, got into your eyes, your furniture, your clothes, until it got into your skin. And you knew who and what you were and where you belonged. Well, later on, we started dating young ladies that were cut from the same cloth. Neighborhood girls, parish girls. On warm summer evenings, we'd go on down to West Cortlandt Avenue, stand in front of the big garage doors at the A. Finkel and Son Steel Company, watch them pour steel. Poor man's fireworks. Sometimes we hold hands. Then we'd walk. We'd walk all the way to Navy Pier. Not the Navy Pier you know now with all the Jippo stores and restaurants, just dedicated to separating the tourists from their dollar. No, back then, it was a real pier with real ships coming down the St. Lawrence Seaway from all over the world. Russian sailors used to lean over the railings of their ships, make some lewd suggestions to our girlfriends. At least we thought they were lewd suggestions. We didn't know Russian. But we made some lewd suggestions to our own until it all degenerated into the international language of the gesture that we all understood, but they couldn't get off their ship and we couldn't get off the pier. And we kept the Cold War going for a few more years. But then we'd walk on down to Rockies. Rockies was a shack right on the lake where you could buy greasy brown bags of French fried shrimp, go sit on the rocks, eat them, watching that black lake and waiting for the people over in Michigan to release the sun to us. And after that, we'd start walking again. We'd go over to the place called the Chicago Fire Department Gym, where some pretty fair fighters used to train. I got to see Muhammad Ali train there one time. He had a guy in his corner back then named Boondini Brown. You remember Boondini Brown? Float like a butterfly, sting like a bee. Yeah, but before all the great heavyweight championship fights, Boondini would hunker in his corner on one knee, conjure up all the ghosts of the great heavyweight champions that had gone before. And when he got to Jack Johnson, why, he'd jump right up and tell Ali, a ghost is in the house. And they would be ready. And they would go do battle, winning more than they ever lost. Now what I do with myself here, sometimes I have to explain things. Night after night, stage after stage, sometimes city after city, or sometimes just bar room after living room. To conjure up some of my own ghosts. Maybe some of yours. Of a time when them steel mills were humming, and they were butchering at the Union Stockyards, and them smokestacks were hot. We were on top of our game. And if you listen, if you smell, and maybe if you just think, you can hear it. Because there's a ghost in